If someone jumps into a relationship weeks after losing you, it's not because they found someone better. It's because they do not know how to be alone. And people who do not know how to sit with their own thoughts and their own suffering for a hot minute, they reach for distractions like habits or people. And that person is not an upgrade. They're an emotional crutch. That person is not going to trigger them, not at first. They're not going to demand their growth. They're not going to get them to face the parts of themselves that they've been avoiding. So let them rebound. Especially if you can stay alone and you can heal and you can grow, that's not your classroom anymore. They can't. And the right person is not going to fear solitude. They're going to master it. They're not going to date out of boredom. They're not going to run from growth. They're going to crave it. So let me know what you think in the comments.
This is why men don't pursue women anymore. Because so many men are on dating apps nowadays, it has given them this illusion of an unlimited choice in women. So when men go out to bars or restaurants, they are not pursuing women anymore. Because they know that when they go home, they will have the backup of the dating app.
If only dating apps worked that way for men, they actually work like that for women. Because the reality is, men could swipe all day, swiping like on all of those women. And he is lucky to get 1 or 2 matches. Men stop pursuing women because us ladies told them to stop. We complained every single time a man has approached us. We have done things like give him our boyfriend's number, or yell at him, or overall show that we're bothered by him approaching. And a lot of men want to respect our boundaries, want us to feel comfortable. So for the majority of men, the potential of making us uncomfortable is not worth it to them, so they're not gonna even bother approaching us. Men also don't want to pursue us if we're not gonna make any effort in return. At that point, it's just a waste of time, and he could spend that time pursuing his hobbies or building his career.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Hi guys. This video is not for the weak. So if you have an issue with that, go ahead and click off now. I'm getting ready to dive into harsh realities that a lot of women need to hear. Now, fair warning, some of what you're about to hear will probably strike some kind of nerve with you. If you find yourself getting offended, it means that what's being said hits close to home, and you are who I'm talking about. This isn't about attacking anyone or undermining them. It's about opening up a channel of communication that's been shut down for men out of fear of judgment and backlash. Because the fact is, it hits different when a woman says it. So here we go. Number 1, every man should not be able to access you at all hours of the night. Number 2, a man is not responsible for your daddy issues. Number 3, a woman having a lot of male friends is a turnoff for a man. Number 4, a man's value goes beyond his wallet and status. Number 5, if you want a traditional man who pays all the bills, you have to be a traditional woman who submits. Number 6, mind games are not cute. It's stressful and it turns him off. Number 7, prioritize your relationship like you do your career. Number 8, your self-worth should be self-made, not man-made. Number 9, respect his need for space as much as you do your own. Number 10, relying on a man to validate your emotions is not empowerment. Find your own emotional independence. Number 11, your beauty attracts him, but your traits will keep him. Number 12, never compare your man to any other man. Number 13, men fight battles too. They just don't talk about theirs. Number 14, say what's on your mind. He's not a mind reader. Number 15, acknowledge the little things he does for you. Number 16, respect the privacy of your relationship. Number 17, don't say you forgive him just to then bring it up in every argument thereafter. He will start to resent you. Number 18, if you love him, love his flaws too. Number 19, saying I'm sorry and actually meaning it is a major turn on for him. Number 20, accountability builds his trust for you. Number 21, jealousy is not sexy. Number 22, saying it's fine when it's not will eventually lead to him resenting you. Number 23, nagging pisses him off. Number 24, not everything needs to be shared on social media. Number 25, your happiness should not be his burden. Create it for yourself. Number 26, loyalty is not given, it's earned. Work for it. Number 27, men don't like hints. Say what's on your mind. Number 28, stop holding every man accountable for what your ex did. Learn to differentiate people. Number 29, being high maintenance is not a badge of honor. It's a warning sign. Number 30, a true strong woman doesn't belittle her man. She builds him up. Number 31, material gifts don't replace emotional investment. Don't chase what men can buy for you. Number 32, withholding as a tactic is emotional manipulation, and it will always backfire. Number 33, his time is just as valuable as yours, so respect it. Number 34, the best love language for any man is respect. Number 35, your insecurities are yours to handle. Don't project your insecurities onto him. Number 36, ultimatums are not a communication strategy. Number 37, being right shouldn't come at the cost of being happy. Pick your battles wisely. Number 38, micromanaging him shows a lack of trust. Learn to let your control issues go. Number 39, testing him to prove his love is manipulation, and he will leave you. Number 40, his family is part of the package. Respect them as you would him. Number 41, stop telling your friends all the details of your relationship. Number 42, changing him is not your job. Love him as he is or move on. Number 43, lying, even by omission, breaks trust. Honesty is non-negotiable. Number 44, don't ask him for the truth and then punish him for being honest. Number 45, constant negativity drains him. Be his peace, not his problem. Number 46, men are visual. Doll yourself up every now and then to show him what he has and to remind him of it. Number 47, being comfortable means that you look for ways to add value. Being complacent means that you never try to look for ways to add value. Never become complacent with your man. Number 48, respecting his past is crucial. You both have histories. Number 49, the silent treatment is immature. Open your mouth and communicate, even when it's hard. Number 50, men don't care about your career. They care about your traits. And here's an extra one, but it's so major. There's nothing wrong with belonging to your husband. That's why you take his last name. I want you to know that while these words may be tough to hear, they come from a place of sincerity, truth, and understanding. It's not about attacking anyone. It's about encouraging those open lines of communication. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Welcome, Allison, to the podcast. I am so honored to have you on my show. And I want to tell you a little bit about how I came to really wanting to have you on my show.
Oh, please.
I was hanging out with some girlfriends. We were having a girls' day, like a mom's day out without our children. We were lounging by a pool, and I asked one of my friends, so how are you and your husband doing these days? And she said, well, we're actually doing really good right now because I'm reading this book called The Queen's Code. And I said, The Queen's Code? What's that? Like the title, and just immediately drew me in. And she just started to explain. She's like, well, I'm not that far in yet, but I've only really implemented just one or two of the things that has already made such a transformation in our relationship. And I'm like, please tell me more. I consider like my husband and I to have a pretty strong relationship, but you know, we have our hard times where we don't understand each other or where we're not communicating great. And so I'm instantly like, what, tell me something. Give me something. Okay. Just for today, a nugget before I go. And she said, okay. She said, okay, well, try not interrupting him and just listen to him. And I said,
A lot of these modern women keep on asking for a good man. They keep on asking for a man with money, but you're not really bringing anything to the table. You want to come up with a list of demands, but you're not. When a man asks you what you're going to do, what you want to do, then all of a sudden, you know, I really can't think of anything. Maybe me just being there. What? No, absolutely not.
Babe, I'm home.
I'm 53. It has been several years. Where are all the good men?
Oh, they retired after 20 years of hearing a real man would do, insert here. Hope that helps. Follow me for more.
You know what? I'm so tired of these low muscle mass, man-hating feminists crying about how women make 80 cents on the dollar. Look around you. 99% of the back-breaking, body-destroying work, hard labor done in this country is done by men. Stuff like this. We don't see a bunch of men complaining about having to do this body-destroying work. You don't think that kind of work deserves a little more pay?
Nah, that's a real point right there. You got construction workers, miners, sanitation guys, most dangerous jobs in the country, majority men. Nobody's marching for them. But soon as there's a gap in office jobs or tech salaries, it becomes this whole thing. The complaint only shows up when it's convenient. And that's exactly why a lot of men stop taking the messaging seriously.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is.
And guess what? You'd be 100% correct in assuming that, because we're done. We're walking away. You see, we've adopted what women have been preaching for the last 50 years. We don't need women. We can take care of ourselves. There's nothing to be gained by being in a relationship. So after 50 years of hearing that used against us, now we've adopted it. And all of a sudden you're upset about it. I'm not sure why. We're just simply following your lead. You got what you wanted. Let's enjoy it.
Hey y'all, quick fit check. Me and my mother are about to go out, and I was like, let's twin. We've never done this before. So we're twinning in Ira. That drops February 22nd. She's so cute. I'm wearing a size small, top and bottom. I got this rosary. I'm not gonna wear a purse tonight. No earrings, actually. I don't know why I just did that. And then I got these white socks. I have like nothing over here. And then
I have on a large in the bottoms. The top is a small. Look at the, oh my God, look at the sleeves, my favorite. And I'm wearing a nude heel. Hey! Whoa!
Sensational. I'm not actually sure what's happening in that clip. The audio sounds like it got scrambled or cut up pretty bad. I'm catching bits about swimming and outfits, but I can't really make out a clear dating or relationship take to react to. If there's a specific point about modern dating dynamics you want me to address, let me know what the actual argument is, and I'll give you a real take on it.
That's why men are walking away from women. Not out of spite, not out of hatred, out of self-preservation. Because the state of modern women today means the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. Why? Because they compromise peace instead of multiplying it.
Actually, that claim doesn't really hold up empirically. If you look at the data, young men aren't disproportionately walking away. In fact, they're still actually more likely to report actively seeking relationships and desiring marriage than young women. This is despite the fact that most men in their 20s are single, while most women in their 20s are not. As a whole, people are turning away from the effort, risks, and responsibilities of dating and marriage and starting families, but the more robust trend is a decline in women's interest in marriage and long-term partnership, not a collapse in men's desire for it.
This is how I feel. When a woman really loves you, she's going to complain like a mother about a lot of shit. And some of the shit you're going to feel like it's unnecessary. But trust me, it's a reason why she's complaining about it. When a woman really loves, because these days they say they love a nigga, they don't really... Y'all niggas need to. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl to a certain extent. But like I said, I just feel like with the new generation and everything, like I pray for that old school love.
Do you think that social media changed the dating scene?
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes.
I believe.
Social media, music, all of that changed the dating scene real bad.
Because you said something about city girls earlier.
Yeah, city girls. Like the music that came out, them now Chanel's, this, we need this, we need that. And this, that, and the third. Yeah, it be laying right beside it. And a funny their whole life. So how is it?
That's what I be trying to say.
Running to the checker flag, running through the red light. 12 get me gun and won't pull over till I'm dead right. Riding to the sunrise, can't nobody no time. Ain't gon' get no.
I'm on my way to my first date in New York. You see how I'm getting there? By foot.
And this is a problem because why?
Meaning, I already know this man is not my husband.
So I think the real question should be, if someone is already aware that this person is not going to be their future husband, why exactly are they still going on the date? Oh yeah, that's right. Free food.
Because if he was, I would be in a car. He would have sent a car for me. I'm also going to be late. But you know what? If you are going to make me walk, I'm going to make you wait.
I'm going to go so far as to say that someone doesn't sound like they're very good at planning ahead or being able to take into consideration how long it takes to walk somewhere. But I will remind someone that it was their decision. to walk. I mean, even in New York, there are multiple ways of getting around other than walking. It's almost as if there are multiple types of transportation. But then again, if someone didn't walk, then they wouldn't have had a reason to make a video complaining about some guy that they already know isn't going to be their future husband.
Nah, that's the point right there. She knew from the jump this wasn't going anywhere, but showed up anyway for the free meal. Then gets mad he didn't send a car, didn't plan it out perfectly. Man, if you already decided he's not husband material, why are you treating it like he owes you the royal treatment? That's the disconnect.
Anytime you ever hear about family annihilators, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's men who just come home one day and their wife and kids. When they get to the bottom of why, a lot of them are like, well, I lost my job or something happened and they couldn't provide anymore. And they felt like such a failure as a man. According to the patriarchy, they are a failure because the patriarchy says you have to be a provider.
Patriarchy hurts men.
Yeah, this is exactly how it hurts men.
It's the patriarchy that's unleashing all these demons on men.
Absolutely. Literally every single demon goes back to the patriarchy. When we talk about how the patriarchy hurts women, but it also hurts men, this is how. Because they're setting men up to have all these unrealistic expectations and standards. And I say unrealistic because it's like every man is not going to be a top dog. There's always going to be some people in the middle and there's always going to be a bunch of them at the bottom. They're all clamoring for the same spot that they'll never get. And so it's just going to be chaos because of that. You're going to lose a lot of men along the way. A lot of men are going to go to prison. A lot of men are going to just turn their anger towards women. A lot of men are going to be incels and not talk to anybody. I mean, because of all that chaos.
You know, as a man figures out, you know, these modern women ain't really up to nothing. They're not really doing nothing. They really not hitting on nothing. And suddenly, hey man, I'm not really desperate anymore. I don't really need that. I'm not impressed. Not going to put up with nonsense. Then that man becomes a nightmare to modern women. That man becomes a terror to modern women. I don't need your foolishness. I'm not going to act like I do. Oh, well, you want a little something? No. Hey, why don't I give you you want me to please you? No. Get away from me. You're trouble. I don't know what you're going to say. So no, I don't want it from you.
No, let him go.
Your boyfriend committed armed robbery. That's 15 years.
No, there's been a mistake. Andrew, tell him.
I'm sorry, Liz.
What?
I just wanted to give us the life we deserved so badly. It just wasn't happening fast enough.
No, I don't need anything else. I like our life.
I'm so sorry.
15 years isn't forever. We'll get through this.
No, we won't.
What?
You can't stay with me.
But we're a team.
I'm going to prison for 15 years.
No, babe, I don't care.
You'd miss your whole life.
We can do visits.
I'm sorry. My decision's final. I won't write. I won't take visitors because you have to leave. And promise me you'll move on, you'll meet someone, and start a family.
I can't.
Your happiness is the only thing I have now. I need you to promise me.
No.
Please. Please.
Okay, I promise.
Promise what?
I promise to meet someone, live my life, start a family.
There it is.
We were right.
Unfreaking believable.
What?
It was a test, babe. To see if you had an ounce of loyalty. I did what I did for us.
You made me promise.
You said you'd meet another guy? Yeah. You know guys gross me out.
I thought you were going to prison.
For armed robbery? You know I'm scared of You can't even do that Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World. Thank God we did this. Could have spent my whole life in that prison.
Yeah. Want to try it on my wife?
Yeah,
let's try it.
I don't need a man, I need a paycheck. Before you hate on me, hear me out. I have never had the luxury of meeting the right one who was able to take care of some of the things around the house, right? That just wasn't my reality, and you can come at me with whatever reasons you think that may have happened to me. I'm open to hearing it in the comments, whatever, that's fine. But my actual reality is that I have to take care of everything myself. This means that as a single woman, my hustle has to be that much harder. I have to work sometimes 7 days a week to make sure that I have enough money for the little things like replacing deck boards or painting a fence or things like that. These are things that I cannot do and I don't have time for or the help to do it. I'm not saying any of this for you to feel bad for me. Actually, the actual dating advice here is it is better to do things on your own than to settle for someone who could have helped you with those things, but would ultimately make you feel completely alone inside the relationship. And also just to normalize the fact that not everybody has help. So I don't need a man or anyone for that matter, but I do need a paycheck. But it would be nice. Wow, what a luxury it would be to have someone say, hey, I actually got you here. I can help you with this. I've never had that. And my God, what a dream. Let me know if you can relate to this at all.
Can I go on a quick rant here?
No.
I'm so sick of not being pursued. I feel like anybody I've ever wanted or have gotten, I've pursued or made the first move. And it's like with girls, like I get there's like a shyness and like no one knows to make the first move. But with men, there is no excuse.
So I just made a video about this recently, funnily enough.
Oh my God.
This video.
These men, they're staring at me so much. They're always coming up to me. My life is so horrible.
Guys, I don't care if people get mad about this. At the end of the day, if you're complaining about dudes approaching you constantly, like deep down, you kind of like this shit.
And these were the comments. You can read through them if you want, but they're all negative, essentially. And I do understand where these women are coming from. Yeah, you don't want people being pedophiles or being disgusting towards you. I can understand that. I sympathize with it, for sure. But you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of the mixed signals. I'm sick of not knowing what the to do. That's what I'm sick of. We hear this, and then we hear that in the comments. We hear, oh, you're disgusting, and you're horrible, and you're a piece of because you're a man, and also approach us. Because why are we not being approached anymore? I'm going insane. I'm worried about having to use my keys to stab that man in the eye, but I also want to get approached. Like, what is it, bro? What is it? What do you do in this situation? It doesn't make any sense. Help. I'm confused. I don't know why men don't approach us. You know why. You know why. You said you shouldn't. You said it's honestly probably better if we don't, because we're not going to kill you, right? We're not going to you, correct? Well, wonder why Ben stopped approaching me so much. It's because we don't want you to think we are attempting to grape you. That's what it is. And, you know, actions have consequences. I'm not saying we're all in the right here and men are just perfect. But can't you understand it? I don't know. I'll see ya.
Look, that's exactly right. Men pull back because they got told they were wrong for approaching, then got blamed for not approaching. So now you're dealing with the fallout of that. That's cause and effect. You can't tell someone to stop doing something, shame them for it, and then act confused when they actually stop. That's just logic.
What does a woman provide? Let me show you what a woman provides, because most women are already doing it without realizing it. So sit down. Listen, a lot of women think that feminine value means cooking, cleaning, just being pretty, and like all of this step forward wife nonsense. No, let me actually show you what feminine value looks like in real life. Scenario number 1, the overwhelmed man. So the overwhelmed man, he comes home frustrated, work drained him, his shoulders are tense, his jaw is tight, and he barely talks. Most women think that the right thing to do is to ask, what's wrong? What happened? Do you need to talk? That is exactly what you don't do.
What you do is manipulate him in that situation, making him think that you're more important, so he needs to do something for you instead. Pull him in, stroke his hair. And that is supposed to activate some masculine thing inside of him to the point where he's like, me, she's more important. Baby, what do you want to eat? What do you want me to do for you? Completely ignoring his feelings, his stress, his problem. What a self. Now, she went on to say a bunch of other stuff like, if he wants to buy a house, do not sit down with him and work out numbers. He's the one who's supposed to be doing that. In fact, what you're supposed to do is tell him what you want the house to look like. 12-foot ceilings. You want a kitchen where the kids can do school. All these things you need to tell him and just leave him to figure it out. Do not help him in any type of way. Oh, this is another good one. Make him jealous. How about when you go out, you laugh gently with other people, talk with other people, so he can get into his masculine energy and be more protective of you. These women are crazy.
You know, a lot of modern women want men to pull some type of behavior, some type of lifestyle out of their behind. Well, I want a traditional man. Well, are you going to act like, and I don't even want to say like a traditional woman. I just want to say, are you going to reciprocate? That means a traditional man is going to pay all of the bills. A traditional man is going to wine you and dine you. He's going to pursue. He's going to chase after you. You actually really don't want a traditional man. You want the behaviors of the tradition. Does that make sense? You want, oh, I want the attention. I want him courting me. I don't want a traditional man because he's going to be like that at the house. I want to be able to modify it to say, give me the validation. Give me the attention. Oh, he's going to pay the bills. Give me that. But I'm still going to be able to talk to, I want to be able to talk to him crazy. I want to be able to tell him to leave me alone. I want to be able to go off and do my own thing whenever I want to and not be questioned about it. I just want to sponsor, maybe even a little bit more than a sponsor. I want somebody to honestly and truly be at my beck and call to do exactly what I want. I want a computer. I want a robot.
Anna, we want to give you one more chance to address this. It happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana Rossini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now this doesn't seem nice. We put together photos of Diana's husband here for everyone to see so you can make some amends on national television.
Together, and you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living, and he said, good luck today, be great on Get Up. So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV. Look, we're average together, but he makes me above average because he married me, so.
He has a heart of gold, but you're on national TV embarrassing him? Talking about we're average together? You gotta be careful before you marry your biggest op. And then she has her coworkers making an absolute laughingstock of him. You can tell he's a good dude. There's some guys you look at, you can tell that's a kind-hearted man right there. That's a good guy. But then you got this demon right here. Look how she's representing him. He doesn't have to go through this. She's putting him through this. The same day she's saying these outlandish statements, he's there supporting her, encouraging her. And what is she doing? Stepping on this man. And this is how women control a man. They step on you and they break you down. They try to laugh it off. This is manipulation, gaslighting in 4K. Everyone is laughing. She's been laughing at him. And he just has to laugh because nothing he can do other than that or cry. You got to be careful of these women. These are modern women that are put on platforms and shown to the world, and men are emasculated because it's literally there to control the masses of men. And we can continue to emasculate men, to put women on the pedestal, to allow women to literally just brutalize a man's name and legacy like this on national television while the entire world just sits back and laughs at him. What are we coming to as a society? I'm even really upset at these brothers really highlighting this. Like, they should be checking her, violating her. Don't put him on this laughing, tour because of his oppie wife. She said, you gotta be careful with these women you associate yourself with. Your legacy is more important than this, gentlemen. That's why I come out here and I say, trust my baddies only. So if you're not taking it serious, you're settling, you're not dating to the standard you know you will, you're gonna be suffering for it and paying for it one way or another. If she won't leave you, she'll make sure she'll stain your name to your grave. And if you want to improve the quality of women you're with, you want to increase your code approaches, you want to improve your image so you can have a better close rate and also align with a high value woman, DM me out.
Here are the psychological signs that a woman wants to be approached. Most men miss the moment. They're waiting for something obvious, like a flirty comment or a bold invitation. But real attraction doesn't speak that loud. Instead, women tend to signal their interest through subtle subconscious behaviors. And if you know what to look for, you'll never hesitate again. Here are the signs a woman wants to be approached approached and the psychology behind why they work. The first is positioning. If a woman is interested, she'll often place herself in your line of sight more than once. She might casually drift into your space, walk past you slowly, or take a spot nearby that doesn't seem necessary. This is called invitational behavior in social psychology. Her body's creating visibility and opportunity while still allowing you to make the first move. It's not random, it's strategy masked as coincidence. Second, we have open body language. She's not hiding behind her phone. Her arms are relaxed, her shoulders are back, and she's not turning her body away from the room. She might angle her torso slightly in your direction. That's ventral exposure, a primal sign of openness and interest. The human brain picks up on this even if you're not consciously decoding it. When someone wants that connection, they'll face towards what they're drawn to. And if her posture is relaxed, open, and directed towards you, that's a very good sign. Third, she makes eye contact and does it more than once. One glance could be accidental, but if you catch her looking at you and then it happens again, that's intentional. Eye contact is one of the first, most powerful tools of attraction. When a woman locks eyes with you, then looks away and back again, or gives you a subtle smile, it's not just politeness, it's a low-risk signal that she's open to interaction. Evolutionary, we're wired to seek social cues before physical approach, and the eyes always speak first. Fourth, she preens. This includes subtle grooming gestures like fixing her hair, adjusting her clothing, her neck, or her collarbone. These are called self-soothing behaviors, but in an attraction context, they're often subconscious ways of drawing attention to vulnerable feminine areas of the body. She might not even realize that she's doing it, but when a woman is drawn to someone, her body naturally engages in these micro behaviors that amplify her presence and her femininity. Fifth, she mirrors your energy from a distance. So if you smile and she softens her face, if you shift your posture and she subtly does that too, that's mirroring, and it's a subconscious bonding mechanism. When we feel safe or intrigued, we align our rhythm and our presence with the other person. Even from across the room, this can happen. It's not mimicking, it's unconscious rapport building. Six, she seems engaged with her surroundings, but she's a little distracted by your presence. So she might be talking with friends, but often glancing your way. And these are all cues of social performance. They're signs that she's aware of being seen and wants to be. It's her way of quietly saying, I'm here and I wouldn't mind if you were too. Finally, she lingers. If the event is winding down and the group is moving on, or the moment feels like it's about to pass and she's still nearby, it's not an accident. People who want to be approached often delay their exit. They wait just long enough to give you that chance, and lingering is a form of psychological permission. The key to all of this is presence.
Have the men given up? I'm serious. They just stopped. They don't want to have sex anymore. They don't want to go on dates with women. They just want to hang out with their boys. Look, I get it. Men want to hang out with men. They want to do their thing. They don't want to care about women drama anymore. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain to me what's going on, because as long as men are not approaching women, they are going to be single. And women are having a great time. From what I've seen, single women are having a great time. Yes, maybe they want boyfriends. They want to hook up. But single women are having a great time. The single men, I don't know, not so much. What do you think?
A lot of women are scrambling for options because what happened was over the past 5 years they had their pick of the litter, but the problem was that they rejected every single guy that was into them, or eventually they just didn't want a relationship with those guys anymore because they got bored or they thought the grass was greener elsewhere. Well, here's why that's really bad right now. Well, you fast forward 5 years and a lot of them slowly figure out that they don't look the same at 30 as they did at 25. Okay, those wrinkles start to set in, things change. Well, over that 5-year span, what most of these guys did to overcome that heartbreak was a lot of them self-improved. And now these guys are coming into their prime. So that means they're making more money than ever. They're more ripped than they were before. They have more swag than they had before. They have more charisma than they had before, and they're way more desirable. Well, now what happens is a lot of the women are sitting there going, whoa, what did I do? I passed up on every single option. And now what you're seeing is relationships are just not formed at all. Women can feel it. Okay, men have completely given up. Men don't approach anymore. Men don't even talk to them. And what I can tell you is the more you start to basically, as a dude, the more you basically live like a woman, prioritize self-care. We're going to stay in tonight and focus on ourselves. The more you do that, the more all of your attention goes to you, the more attractive you become. So what you're going to notice is about to happen within the next 5 years is women are going to have to start to approach men.
It's already happening more than you ever can believe. The first woman, she asked the question. She said, do men want to be single? I think the better question is, are men lonely? There's a lot of men that may be alone a lot of the time, but it doesn't mean that they're lonely. and they can get companionship, and it doesn't mean that they don't even have situationships when they want it. They have access, but that don't mean that they utilize it. Some guys is just not even interested because they spending more time focusing on their purpose than they are focusing on women, and that's just like that is just an explosion moment for women for whatever reason. And I will tell you that it unlocked a lot of things for a lot of guys that I see having a conversation about it. And a lot of winners don't even care about what women think anymore, right? It used to be marketed to guys.
You look absolutely stunning tonight, Lisa.
Oh, stop it, Julian. You're making me blush.
I'm just telling the truth.
You always know exactly what to say.
Your boyfriend doesn't seem to appreciate you.
Cole, he's just too serious all the time.
Well, I would never ignore a woman like you.
You're such a sweet bad boy. Oh, he's watching us.
Let him watch. He needs to learn. Whoa, here comes the jealous boyfriend.
Wait, where is he going? Cole, wait for me! Cole! 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 What the problem? Why did you just walk out like that?
I was bored with the show.
You embarrassed me in front of all my friends.
You embarrassed yourself. Hey man, back off. Back off what? She's upset. You're acting like a jerk. There is no need to be so controlling. Are you her lawyer? I'm just looking out for a friend. No, you're not. You are a vulture. You're standing here playing the white knight, waiting for my relationship to fail, hoping to pick up the scraps I drop. Have some self-respect, Julian. Go back inside.
You didn't have to be so incredibly rude to him.
Get in the car.
I can't believe how insecure you are acting tonight.
Insecure? No. Observant.
Julian is just a friend from college. He has always been there for me. We were literally just talking about work.
You were caressing his chest.
I'm a hugger. I'm a very affectionate person. You already know that about my personality.
Friendly is a simple handshake. Leaning into another man like that while looking at me, that's not friendly. That's advertising.
Advertising? You have a sick and twisted mind.
I have a realistic mind.
You just want to lock me in a cage.
I don't care about the attention you seek. I care about the disrespect you show.
I wasn't seeking validation.
Then why did you check my reaction 3 times? You wanted a dramatic show. You wanted me to act like a desperate dog, barking at another dog over a bone.
Everyone flirts a little bit. It is completely harmless.
Not my woman.
If you're going to be this insanely controlling, then maybe we shouldn't be together at all.
Your terms are accepted.
Wait, what did you just say?
You're right. I can't dictate your actions. But I absolutely choose who stands beside me.
Cole, please stop. I didn't mean it like that. You are throwing away 3 years over one conversation?
I'm not throwing anything away. I'm protecting my peace. I don't compete for my own girlfriend. Have fun acting single. Because now, you are.
Cole, come back!
I don't think a lot of modern women understand that men remember. And even if they didn't remember, they see your TikToks. They see your Instagrams. They see the way that you act. You didn't want that man. And you made it very clear. You made it abundantly clear that you didn't want that man. So when a man says, oh, I guess she doesn't want me. I've tried to pursue. I've tried to, make her feel like I actually did want her, but she actually does not want me. Like, not at all. At that point in time, there's really no reason for him to wait around at all. Then you're going to get down the road and you're going to be trying to come back to him like, man, you want to go out to dinner? I mean, not really, but yeah, sure. What's up? Oh, well, I was just thinking that, we never really gave us a chance. And then that's when he has to say, well, you actually never gave us a chance. I was trying to get at you for 3 or 4 years and you didn't want to hear that. And that's when, oh, well, maybe we can do it now. Actually, I'm not interested. I'm, kind of seeing somebody else. Oh, no, this is, no, let's not make it awkward. I understand where you're coming from, but I've already kind of moved on. We need to check. Oh, you want me to pay? Nah, I don't need you to pay your half. I'll pay for all of it. Right, and let you go on down the road. But, him paying the tab at that point in time is really him trying to let you off the hook easy. Because you got to go home and think about the man that you fumbled. Do you actually need to pay the bill on top of that? Some men are going to say, yeah.